Okay. Hello and welcome everybody to this grade 3B. Today we're going to start with chapter that is about desert. Okay, so we'll start with chapter. In this chapter, you are going to learn about animals that live in desert, and those animals who those animals who are uh, travel through the desert. Like for example, they give you the example of camels. So there are some topics which are given here that you will learn about the deserts, the animals in the deserts, the plants in the deserts, how does deserts they look like, and how how desert looks like. Okay. So when you will learn about this chapter more, you will understand. Now look at this question here. Number one, we talk about it. What can you see in a desert? So what do you see in the deserts? You see different animals and different plants in the animals. Usually there are not a big variety of plants because there is less water and very less rainfall in the deserts. Okay. So here is a question, what animals live there? So we put some examples here. There's some famous animals that are called desert animals. So among them are snakes, scorpions, and this is a desert iguana. This lizard is called iguana. There are some other animals also in the desert, which they live in the deserts. For example, there is they call it Komodo dragon. That is also a big lizard that lives in the desert. Okay, so we have a listening here. I will play the listening again if you can listen to the listening. And before I will play the listening, I will read the questions for you so that you can, when you read the questions and then we will listen to the listening. After listening to the audio track, you will be able to answer the questions carefully. Look at the first question at the bottom of the page. This is question number 2 on page number 34. Look at the first question. What is the weather like in a desert? Okay, question number 2, what is the land like in a desert? Number 3, what is a cactus? And question number 4 is, what do the animals do when it is hot? Okay, so let me play the audio for you.
There are deserts in many parts of the world. Deserts are dry areas of land. Some deserts are sandy. Other deserts are rocky. Deserts can be flat or filled with mountains. Deserts are dry because they get very little rain, less than 25 centimeters of rain in a year. In some deserts, there is no rain for a year or more. All living things need water. Deserts are very dry, so not many plants grow in the desert. However, some plants do grow there. One special desert plant is a cactus.
So did you hear the recording? It said that there are some type of plants that grow in the deserts, but the special plant is called cactus. Okay, listen.
Cactus plants have thick, waxy skin with sharp spines. Cactus plants can live with very little water. Many deserts are hot during the day, but cold at night. For example, the temperature in the day can be over 40 degrees Celsius. That's very hot. At night, the temperature can be close to 5 degrees. That's much cooler. Camels live in some deserts, but most desert animals are small. Many of these animals hide under rocks or in underground homes during the hot days. It is cooler under the ground or in the shadow of a rock. At night, when the temperature gets cooler, the animals come out to look for food.
Okay, so I hope you understand what is the weather like in a desert. So the weather in the desert, it's dry and it has a very little rain She mentioned when you listen to the audio, they tell you that there are the temperature in the morning, it's very, very hot. That is, it reaches to 40 degrees. And at night, it becomes very, very cold. The most important thing that she mentioned here is what? That most desert animals are small. This is why they can hide. Now, camels, they cannot hide under the rock, okay? So there are some animals which are very small and they can hide under the rock, okay? It is also, we'll get question number 2. What is the land like in a desert? So some deserts, they are rocky deserts. For example, if you see here in Saudi Arabia, in Taif, where we are living, if you go to the area of Shifa and Al-Hada, you see there are mountains, okay? There is a sand and there are also mountains. So these places which are here, they are like rocky deserts and they are not like sands, okay? Now look at question number 3. What is a cactus? Now, if you can see in your book, this book, look here, this plant is called cactus, okay? You can also write its name here. Its name is cactus. Please write, this is a cactus. This plant is C-A-C-T-U-S. This is cactus, okay? So this plant is, it has a very thick skin, okay? It has a waxy skin. This is why this plant, it has very long roots and it absorbs lots of water in its roots, okay? If you read about cactus on internet pages, you will see that it has a very long roots which goes deep down into the ground and they can absorb water, okay? And finally, the last question is what do the animals do when it is hot? These animals, they hide themselves under the rock or under the ground, okay? I hope you understand the chapter, okay? We'll repeat the chapter again whenever you have any problem, okay?